today's video, I'm going to continue with our gear that we use, and we're going to talk about my shooting coat today. Welcome back to 10X Power Up. My name is Steve. The first thing I wear is a moisture wicking shirt, and I do that for a very simple reason, that it does dissipate the water, and unlike cotton, when it gets soaked or if you're in a rainstorm or whatever, and you're carrying an extra 10 pounds because of the cotton, this dissipates the water and it's as light as it was as when you put it on. So that's why I wear it. Now, other people, and I used to too, used to wear a hoodie. Now I wear an Under Armour compression shirt underneath my jacket, and it does the same thing. It wicks away the moisture, and if you should get caught in a rainstorm, it dries very quickly and you're not carrying that extra weight around with you. This is the jacket that I wear now. It's a Monard coat, and by no means am I selling their coat. I used the Creedmoor coat for many, many years and it served me well. The only problem I have with it is I undergrew it. I lost about 60 pounds, so it was like a big potato sack sitting on top of me. It did nothing for me. So I went out and had this coat made, and I really, really like the way I use this. And what I've seen some people on the firing line is I've actually seen people get up to the firing line like this, okay? And they actually shoulder their rifle and start shooting with it. This coat is designed, just like any other coat, is to give you some structural support to make your position more stable. So why not take advantage of that? Now I happen to buckle all my buckles really tight all the way over. And by doing that, you can see that this is much more solid when I mount my rifle. So if I leave it loose, okay, you can see that this is going to move quite a bit more. And that's the reason that I buckle it really tight. So I'm just going to go ahead and cinch all this up, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like in my rifle. I should say holding my rifle. Now, there's 3 zippers on this jacket, and I'll often buckle it and then zip down. It makes it a little bit tighter around the midsection here. Now you can see in this coat, you're really not going anywhere. And when I'm in position like this, I mean, it just settles out. And the design of the coat and this forearm, sport arm, is really stable. So now when I pick up my rifle, this rifle's been made safe. I've already inspected it, it's free from ammunition. And you can see that when I mount the rifle and put it in here, it stays where I want it to be. Okay? So it gives you a very stable platform. Very stable platform for shooting. And the tighter I have for me, the tighter the jacket is, the more consistent my position is going to repeat. And it's all about repeating the position over and over. Now this is always going to move a little bit, but the way I have this coat fitted for me, it doesn't move that much. And that's going to give me a more consistent position over the 20-minute time frame, 10-minute time frame if we're shooting a 50-round match. For sitting, you don't need to have any of this buckled other than the top buckle if you're using a Creedmoor coat. In this particular case with this jacket, what I do is I loosen the top 2 buckles up and I crisscross them. This was actually suggested to me by one of my fellow shooters who's retired AMU. And the reason I do this, and I don't know if anyone else has a problem with this jacket, but the back of this jacket here will ride up and hit my cranium, and it's very uncomfortable. So by crisscrossing these top 2 buckles, it prevents that. And when I unzip first, because once I unbuckle this jacket, I can hardly reach the zippers. And that's how it looks when I'm going to go down and sitting. All right, so for this demonstration, I'm going to sling up here, obviously. It's just going to show you how the coat fits a little bit better. So by having this open, you're going to have a little forward position in your sitting, so this isn't going to try to force you to stay upright. So that's the advantage of loosening these other buckles. And when I wore the Creedmoor coat, I only buckled the top buckle. All right. So again, we talked about slinging up. So now you can see in here how I just fall in position. Very stable. The only thing that's really doing here is cinching up on your arm with your sling, and it's reducing the heartbeat that you have from your pulse. And of course, the rubber here is providing a mount for your buttstock so it doesn't slide out of your shoulder. And if you should find that when you put this in here, your rifle's falling out like this, then you're either in a bad position or your sling is too loose or your jacket's too loose. All right, so I just want to show you one thing before I get out of this. And the reason I attach my sling to the butt of the buttstock, the rear of the buttstock, is in CMP competition and old NRA competitions, we used to have to stand up. And by keeping this slung up, it's very easy for me to stand. When I stand up, you can see that because it's connected to my arm, I'm really using no energy to hold this thing. It's actually hanging from my arm, and I can stand up very easily. So that's why I do it. And when I do stand up in position for sitting, I don't move my feet. So when they say, ready on the right, ready on the left, all ready on the firing line, and targets come up, then all I got to do is drop right back down into position, and everything is tight. Bam. I'm right on target. So that's how I use this sling with this jacket for sitting position. So that's how I use my shooting jacket. In upcoming videos, we'll talk about more gear and how to use it and make it most beneficial for what you're doing. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave me a comment in the section below. Give me a thumbs up, share with your friends. Thanks for watching 10X Power Up. See you on the range and have a great day.